Move the sealing ring close to the pressing cone. Insert the cable end into the connector body. If you cannot fit the connector on, you might have to smoothen out the shield more or even cut the shield shorter. Push the clamp sleeve onto the connector body. Position the feet into the slots of the connector body. Mount the cover screw onto the connector body. Turn the screw only, not the whole connector. Tighten it to the torque mentioned in the instruction. Test this with your multimeter. Check that the connector is firmly attached. Label the cable near the connector with one of the marker labels from the connector kit. Finally, fit the protective cap. This finishes the installation of the N-type connector.
Thank you.
After hoisting the cable up the mast and connecting it to the outdoor radio unit, protect the connector against moisture with the butyl sealing compound and the PVC protection tape. Peel off the protection paper from the butyl sealing compound and attach it around the connector. Make sure to completely cover the connector all the way up to the radio and down over the radio cable. Wrap one layer of PVC tape from the top of the connector around the butyl sealing compound in a spiral down to the cable. Finish by wrapping one more layer back up to the top to have a better protection from water. Use a knife to cut off the tape. Now let's look at the indoor end of the cable. When the cable is installed in the mast, cut it to the correct length indoors. Then mount the indoor connector. Depending on your installation, this can also be N-type, like shown previously, or it can be a TNC connector, like we have for our cable here. The TNC connector consists of 5 parts: the cover screw, the clamp sleeve, the pressing cone, the connector body, and the cover. Strip the jacket. Push the shield back. Cut the dielectric and the center conductor. Pull the shield forward and shape it to a pointed end, keeping it stretched. Slide the cover screw and the clamp sleeve onto the cable. Slide the pressing cone over the shield until it touches the jacket. Cut the shield. Fold it over the pressing cone and trim it. Remember to do this carefully so the shield overlaps the pressing cone. Cut the center conductor to the length specified in the enclosed instruction. Then cut the cable dielectric directly at the pressing cone. Bevel the center conductor. Insert the cable end into the connector body. Make sure the center conductor is positioned in the slot for the center pin. Then tighten the cover screw to the torque mentioned in the instruction. Do not forget to hold the connector body still. Close the rear opening with the cover. Verify that there is no electrical connection between the center conductor and the outer shield. Check that the connector is firmly attached and label the cable. Now we have mounted the connectors on both ends of our Ericsson mini-link radio cable.
This is for 7.6 millimeters, okay? For 10 millimeter, the both ends will be straight like this one, okay?
Can you share this slide and give us a
Sure,
show?
sure, sure. Then this is how to install the grounding kit for IF cable. Okay, we will remove the outer shield for the IF cable with like 2 centimeter only. Okay,
कितने किलोमीटर के तार पे कुछ
Only the design
and the main issue you should take care of it that the grounding cable
15
not going up, should go down in the same way to the cabinet, to the RBS. Okay? For over than 50 millimeter, we should have 2 stages of earthing kit, like this one up, one down. But less than 50 millimeter, 50 meter, less than 50 meter, you will have your antenna and the grounding cable for radio and earthing kit down there. Okay? This is like examples. This is not accepted. This one is not accepted as the cable is going back. Okay? This one is accepted. The grounding kit installed and the cable is going on the same way with the IF cable. Okay? Here you can see that he removed the outer shield with 2 centimeter only, the same for the shield with the grounding kit itself. Okay? If you open the grounding kit, you will find the shield on it. Okay? You will remove the cable cover with the same distance. Okay? Okay. It's better to install the cable on the earthing bar first, to starting from the earthing bar, installing the cable and take your length until you find the place to remove the outer cover from cable and install it. Instead of installing the grounding kit, then
grounding smart.
yes, so maybe
डूब नहीं देना
spare lengths. Okay, so it's better to start from the grounded part and take your length with the cable, arrange it with the cable until
And then
you
Straight.
find the place. Okay?
ये 2 सेंटीमीटर ही काटते हैं इसमें.
जितना उसके अंदर कवर है ना
वो जो
ये वाला 2 सेंटीमीटर.
ये डिपेंड करता है ग्राउंडिंग पे. तो ग्राउंडिंग जो है ना
वो इतना ही है
इतना उसके अंदर जो
वो
होगा ना ग्राउंडिंग आप जब खोलेंगे ना
ये जो सोना है चांदी जो नजर आ रहा है इतना ही काटना है कुछ छीलना है
मुझे लग रहा था कि 1 सेंटीमीटर से
नहीं,
ज़्यादा लंबा हो जाता है. यार फिट तो सारी सब जगह पे ये सेम ही आती है.
नहीं सेम नहीं आती पाकिस्तान में.
केबल की उसके थिकनेस के हिसाब से डिफरेंट
केबल
होगी.
में आपने ग्राउंडिंग देखनी है. ग्राउंडिंग अंदर जो ग्राउंडिंग के अंदर है ना
वो जो चमक
उसका आपने साइज लेना है. उसको उस हिसाब से आपने पीवीसी केबल भी उतारनी है.
Okay?
और पीवीसी केबल भी तो स्टेप केबल लो.
Only 3M, only tape.
Only केबल
Only tape.
स्टेप.
Okay, so already has sealing compound inside here. Okay, inside there is a sealing compound. Right?
Yes.
It's inside the earthing kit. So the outer side is just sealing tape. Okay?
Okay.
This is how to do sealing. First layer is sealing tape, okay, with the same direction of tying the nut for the cable. Okay, if you're tying the IF connector like this, you should seal with the same direction. Okay, if you seal with the other direction, maybe someone just pull it hard, you will untie the nut from the connector. Okay, so just tell it to
ठीक है तार पे जैसे
कनेक्टर जिस साइड पे आपने साइड से क्लॉकवाइज साइड पे तो टेप भी क्लॉकवाइज ही लगानी है. उल्टी नहीं लगानी है. वो कोई खींचेगा तो शायद आपका नट खुल जाए और आपका लिंक डिस्टर्ब.
ठीक
okay. As also this nut for the connector يعني 90% of our technicians are tied it with his hand. They didn't use the spanner. Yes, it's also danger to use the spanner hardly. يعني. If you use the spanner, just only one. يعني, quarter.
यानी कि नॉर्मल
ना स्लो ज़्यादा टाइट भी नहीं करना खोलना ज़्यादा तो खुलेगा
Numbers also, if you tight it too much, you will get VSWR. Here also, if you tight it too much, maybe you will get bit error rate. So you tie it smoothly, with a spanner, but only one brace, okay? And the 3M, the tape, the same direction of tying, okay?
स्पेशल खब्बे ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝਾ ਰਹੇ ਨਾ
Then after tape, you will put the scotch, the compound, okay? What is the name? What is the name you are saying? Weatherproofing. After tape, you will put weatherproofing, then
सीढ़ी से पहले
तार का इनका पहले इनपुट क्लास है
हाँ इन्होंने लगा लो
आफ्टर weatherproofing
after weatherproofing, another tape,
before
okay? No, tape, weatherproofing, tape,
Yes,
and
yes,
two
yes,
ties.
yes.
One tie up, one tie down. Okay? Until you get this shape. Okay, the cone shape.
बुद्धि
टाई भी करनी है एक ऊपर भी एक नीचे भी टाई करनी
Okay, one tie up, one tie down. So it's 3 layers. First layer of tape, then sealing, then tape, then two
कौन से
to get the cone shape and then
Then
the
the-
बुद्धि बनाइए बुद्धि
Okay? Then the clamping, you will put clamps each 1 meter. Not more than 1 meter. Okay? Maximum space between 2 clamps is 1 meter. Okay, this is the tools you will need. Okay. For antennas, over than 0.9. Over than 0.9. If you have 1 meter antenna, if you have 1.2, 1.8, up to 3.7, you should have additional sway or swing or safety rod. This part, we are talking about this part. As you naming it, it has a lot of names.
Supporting rod.
Supporting rod, swing bar, sway bar, safety rod. Okay? It is the same name for this layer, for this thing. Okay? Yes, the press. The recommended position for this press to have 90 degrees with the antenna. Okay? It's 90 degrees. Why 90 degrees? To be more effective in fixation. Also to have a space to change the radius for maintenance. Okay?
तार भाई वो बहुत का जगह नहीं था 90 डिग्री तक नहीं लग सकती
आप वो कोशिश पहले यही करनी होती है
वो ठीक है बता दो
Okay, you have 15 degree variation. You will try as much as you can. Okay?
मतलब मैक्सिमम जितना आप
Maybe this leg is not possible, but the other leg is possible. Maybe outside the tower is possible, inside the tower is. Okay, you will find the solution. You have.
थोड़ी बहुत गुंजाइश है
If you have this, the link is looking to this place. You have 2 legs. You can install in 2 legs. You can install it outside or inside the tower. Or here also outside the tower or inside the tower. You get my point? If this is the tower, this is the 2 legs of tower. You can install your link this side, outside the side. So maybe the safety rod is not possible. But if you install it inside here, maybe it's possible.
तार भाई बताओ कि बाल का
Okay, you will check in the side. What's
ਯਾਰ ਰੇਅਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ
ਹਾਂ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ।
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਐਨ ਰੈਫਰੈਂਸ ਹੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਰਾਡ ਨੂੰ ਬਣਾਈਏ ਨਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਰਾਡ ਨੂੰ ਵੇਖ ਕੇ ਡਿਸ਼ ਲਗਾਣੀ ਹੈ
ये राड के बाल का हो रहा है कि
आपका 90 का राड
This is the standard. This is the standard. If you can achieve it, it's okay. If you can't, you should escalate the issue to the management and they decide what is the decision. If you see inside that it is not okay, don't take the decision.
they will arrange new tower for you
Just give the decision to them, send photos, and they decide what is accepted for customer. Okay?
अपडेट कर देना
don't take the risk. Okay, if you see that it's not as per standard, just share.
नोट आउट लगेगा हम चौधरी
वही प्रैक्टिस है जैसे उधर कर रहे नहीं है जगह तो आपने
Okay,
जैसे आएगा तो उतनी लगनी भी करेगी
this is for 1.2. Okay, for 1.1 and 1.8. For 2.4, you will have two roads. Okay, two safety roads, and from this road you will adjust the alignment also. When you start doing alignment, you should use the nuts for this route. Okay. 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 To accept the sidearm installation, we should have four issues. The first issue to check the hole itself, if it is leveled vertically or not. Okay. Also, you should check the sidearm itself, if it is horizontally or not. Okay. You will check the fixation nuts.
चेक नोट्स
The nuts. We have two kinds of fixation. If we can have two nuts and one washer, or one nut and one spring washer and one normal washer.
अच्छा पहले स्प्रिंग वॉशर फिर नॉट फिर स्प्रिंग वॉशर फिर नॉट
Okay, if it is like this one, spring washer,
स्प्रिंग वॉशर नट के ऊपर ही आती है
and the nut and washer, normal washer. Here, normal washer and two nuts. Okay?
डन
Okay. This is the antenna assembly. Let us see this video for antenna assembly.
नहीं हम कहते हैं कि टेक्निक जहाँ पे लगे वहाँ पे स्प्रिंग वॉशर नहीं लगाया
स्प्रिंग वॉशर चेक
माउंट के ऊपर नहीं है
पहले प्लेन वॉशर फिर रिंग
नहीं जहाँ पे सिंगल नट लगाया वहाँ पे स्प्रिंग वॉशर लगा हुआ है ना और जहाँ पे दो नट है वहाँ पे स्प्रिंग वॉशर नहीं
माउंट के ऊपर ना सिर्फ प्लेन वॉशर है
अरे नहीं देखा है ये लग रहा है कि डिफरेंट लास्ट
स्प्रिंग वॉशर
माउंट जो लास्ट स्लाइड
Two ways.
प्लेन भी है रिंग
Spring washer and nut. Or normal washer and two nuts.
if we are using jet nuts then we can use only plain washer
प्लेन वॉशर
and if we have only one nut then we will
Spring and
use spring and
हाँ कसी की क्या है
and where is what is the standard
Both of them can
jet
work.
nut both
Both of them can work. Okay?
वो दोनों में आप स्प्रिंग वॉशर
नहीं हमें प्री बैच फ्यूअल में तो ये होता है ना कि चेक नट जो है डबल करने होते हैं उसको नहीं तो
उसके लिए
रिजेक्ट कर
कॉन्ट्रैक्ट
देते
नट जो स्प्रिंग वॉशर है वो जरूरी है
हैं अगर सिंगल नट हो
हाँ
Okay?
शेर हो गया भारी पता नहीं कदों आए किसी मिनट की आ रही
चंगी बड़ी है ये तो आप बैग है
गए
12 बजे
Okay, let us see this video and decide after the video what you need to do. Okay?
This video shows how to install an Ericsson Mini-Link 6363 microwave radio. Mini-Link 6363 is available for all traditional microwave frequency bands as well as E-band. It connects with a radio cable to a Mini-Link indoor unit. Let's go through the installation step by step. For every microwave link, there are parameters that must be decided before the installation. In this case, they are printed in a site installation document. This document contains information for the installation team. For example, where to mount and how to configure the mini-link. Check that you have all the information you need before you start the installation. Also, make sure to have the Installing Mini-Link 6363 manual at hand. For this installation, you will need wrenches and hex keys of different sizes, a torque wrench, cutting pliers and a knife, a measuring tape,
and a voltmeter with Ericsson's mini-link alignment cable. Binoculars and a compass can be handy to find the direction to the other end of the link. You will also need a laptop and a USB cable to connect to the mini USB port on the mini-link indoor unit. Check the delivered boxes for damage. Then use the packing notes as a checklist to verify that the delivery is complete. Unpack and assemble the delivered equipment in a clean and dry location. It is important that dirt and moisture do not get into the connectors and interfaces. The delivery consists of the mini-link 6363 units, the antennas, the ordered length of radio cable connector kits, radio cable earthing kits, and grounding cables. For this installation, we have also ordered cable clamps and straps. The two mini-link 6363 units are delivered as a matched pair. Each radio is labeled with its subband index. In this case, the frequency band is 15 gigahertz, and the subbands are 01L and 01H for low and high transmitter frequency. This radio link has one 30-centimeter antenna at each end. The antennas come in several parts that must be assembled before their installation. The delivery for each antenna contains the antenna dish, rubber gasket and silicone grease, an interface module, an interface plate, and screws for it. It also includes parts for the antenna mount and a printed assembly instruction. Follow the instructions to assemble the antenna mount and attach it to the antenna. Add some grease and fit the gasket. Attach the interface module. The orientation of the interface module depends on the polarization of the antenna. The small point on the interface module must fit one of the holes in the interface plate. Check the site installation document to see which polarization to use. This link has vertical polarization. The antenna can be mounted on the right or the left-hand side of the mast. In this installation, the antenna will be on the right, so mount the interface plate like this, with the two hooks facing upwards. This way, the connectors on the radio will face downwards when the radio is installed in the mast. Remove the waveguide protection tape from the antenna and the radio. Hang the radio on the two hooks of the interface plate and fasten it by tightening the screw at the bottom. Now the assembly is ready for installation. The radio cable is delivered on a drum, so you can cut the cable to the length that you need. Mount the radio cable connector for the outdoor end of the cable as described in the assembly instruction in the radio cable connector kit. During outdoor installations, always follow the safety regulations for working at height. Check the site installation document for where and how high up in the mast the radio unit assembly must be installed. Also, look for a landmark in the direction of the other end of the link. Lift the assembly to the correct position in the mast. Secure it with a rope during installation. If required, measure the height. Fasten the V-clamp bracket around the mast and use your landmark to point the antenna towards the other end of the link. Tighten the bracket with a torque wrench. Connect the grounding cable from the radio unit to a grounding point in the mast.
ग्राउंडिंग की जगह पे आईएफ लगा के ग्राउंडिंग पार नहीं करनी है।
अच्छा।
Lift the radio cable to the radio unit. Avoid sharp bends on the cable so you do not damage it.
इसमें वो
Use weather and UV light resistant cable clamps to fasten the cable to the mast. Do not use cable straps directly on the radio cable because this may degrade the performance. Place the topmost clamp below the Mini-Link 6363 so the cable reaches it in smooth bend.
गाइडलाइन देनी है
Connect the radio cable. Make sure that it is possible to adjust the direction of the antenna without causing any sharp bends or tension to the
दूसरी
cable.
होती है क्या
Do not place any excessive cable
नहीं
length
इसकी
here.
सीधे नहीं
Clamp the cable downwards along the mast. The distance between clamps must be less than 1 meter. Use the weather protection kit to protect the connector from moisture and corrosion.
या ये फिर जो है
Peel off the protective paper from the butyl sealing compound, stretch it, and attach it around the connector.
पहले रेडियो वेव होती है
Make sure to completely cover the connector all the way up to the radio and down over the radio cable.
हमने इसलिए रखा है तो पता ही
नहीं यार ये भी तो कह रहा है
Run one layer of PVC tape from the top of the connector around the butyl sealing compound and a spiral down to the cable. Finish by wrapping one more layer back up to the top.
सर्दी की वेदर नहीं लाती वेदर ऐसा इन्हीं जगह वो लोग नहीं होती
हाँ जी
Use a knife to cut off the tape.
हार्ड हो जाती ना
वो तो आ रही
हार्ड हो जाती
ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਨਾਲ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਤੇ ਜਰਾ ਵੀ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੋਣਾ ਸਹੀ ਕਰ
ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਨਾ ਉਹੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬਣਾ ਲਿਆ ਸਾਫ
Round the radio cable before it enters an indoor location.
सर्दी
The parts needed for this are included in the delivered earthing kits.
ये लगियां
Now cut the
होंगी
radio cable to the correct length and mount the connector for the indoor end of the cable.
अच्छा किथे लग
Connect the
पुरानी
cable to
कर
your mini-link indoor unit. Check the site installation document for which motor to connect to. Connect a laptop to the indoor unit and configure the radio parameters for antenna alignment.
एक ऊपर पॉइंट एक नीचे पॉइंट
When the radios on both sites are active, align the antennas at the two sites one at a time. Use the adjusters for azimuth and elevation while measuring the received signal strength with a voltmeter.
हैं
ऐसे नहीं होती कि आपकी
ये तार बनेगी
किया आपने
क्या होगा
कहाँ पे
पाकिस्तान में
Sweep the antenna over a wide angle to make sure you find
ये लगे Ericsson पे नए लिंक लगे हैं
साइड इसकी चेंज करनी हो कैसे
Before you leave, check that all screws are fastened correctly.
किसी समरी दूसरी साइड पे ले
हाँ
जाते
हो जाती है
हाँ सबले चेंज हो जाती है
इसमें वो होल बने होते हैं उसमें 3 होल
नहीं
नहीं
तो
जैसे
डिश वो पॉइंट 9 में सिर्फ जो डिश को मार के
हाँ अच्छा भाई हो जाती है
इसमें वो
नहीं होती
जगह बनी होती है
ये कह रहे नहीं होती आप कह रहे हो जाती है
फिक्स आती है
पहले ये डिश को मारनी पड़ती है
होती है वो उसकी स्पीकर उतार के नीचे लगा देते हैं
नहीं जाएगी जिस तरह ये कह रहे हैं
इसका स्पीकर उतार के नीचे लगाते हैं डिश को
This finishes the installation. Mini-Link 6363 can now be set to operational mode.
डिश को मारो
डिश
इसका हॉरिजॉन्टल वर्टिकल उल्टा हो जाता होगा फिर वो सीधा
ये हो गया।
वर्टिकल आपका वर्टिकल ही रहता है वर्टिकल आपका वर्टिकल ही रहेगा
मल्टीप्रोलेशन आदि वो गोल पूरा को लाके वो समझता नहीं यहाँ पर
वो आपका वर्टिकल ही रहेगा उसको आपने चेंज
गोल वाला तो मसला
ये लोग पूछ रहा हूँ पुठी ला सकते हैं
पुठी ले
हाँ आप पुठी ला सकते हैं
क्या कह रहे हैं आप इसकी समलिंग
हो
चेंज
जाती
होती
है
है यार ये जो कह रहे नहीं होती किसी को पॉइंट 9 की होती है
अलाइनमेंट करते हैं वो साइड में नीचे चली जाएगी ऊपर वाली साइड नीचे
गुड फैसल गुड इनको बताते जाओ आप
ये प्रेस को प्रचार नहीं सर लगानी पड़ती है
काम आ गया है इंजीनियर का काम हो गया है
एमडीसी रिक्शा मैंने इसका किया ना क्योंकि एमडीसी मैंने किया ना रिक्शा लोग किया